morning and happy holidays, Blythefield family. Today we're going to do a little breakfast casserole with some corned beef hash. Just behind me, I already have some onions, peppers, and corned beef working. I'm just sauteing all that off a little bit just so that I can make sure everything's kind of cooked through. I mean, some of it was going to cook through when you put it in the oven as well. This is something that normally during the holidays at my family's place, usually we have this big giant dinner breakfast for the whole entire family, and it's a whole entire tradition. We do breakfast casserole, we'll do a little bit of sausage, bacon, all that type of stuff, and then we usually do liver sausage on my dad's side of the family because it's a big long German heritage thing. So today I decided I'm going to do this breakfast casserole. So already these are looking pretty good. You want your corned beef to be in some pretty decent looking size cubes. I used a whole diced onion, yellow onion, and then I also used a whole diced red pepper to go into it. After it's sauteed for a little while, I took about 4 cloves of garlic here, and I'm going to add that in. I usually like to add garlic towards the end so that we don't have any issues with burning or anything like that. And then all you're going to want to do is kind of let it saute there for maybe 30 seconds, just long enough for you to kind of get the fragrance of it and get a good smell for it. So I'm going to mix this up a little bit, and I'm going to cut the heat on this. Already here I have a 9x13 baking pan that I have also already greased. In that, I'm going to take about half a bag of the frozen shredded hash browns that you can get in pretty much any supermarket. So I'm going to pour this right into our dish here. You kind of just want this to spread out, and you want this to cover the whole bottom of your dish here. It's going to act as a little bit of a layer there, get a little crispiness when you have it in the oven. After you put this down, you're probably going to want to preheat your oven to about 350 degrees and let that heat up. Once these hash browns are spread out, I'm going to take our onion, pepper, and corned beef mixture, pour it right in here, right on top of the hash browns. The corned beef, I personally made this corned beef just from raw. Some places you can go and you can buy bulk size of it, but I would suggest making it at home if you can. It's always going to be better when you make it yourself. So we have this all spread out on top of our hash browns. And then on top of this mixture, I am going to take some eggs that I've already beaten. I've mixed a little bit of heavy cream in there as well. What that'll do is help to fluff up the eggs a little bit. And I've added a little bit of seasonings, just some salt and pepper in there as well. So we're gonna pour this in right over on top of our onion, pepper, and corned beef mixture. And again, you kind of want to make sure that this is covering pretty much the majority of your dish here. Try and get it covered as much as possible. And then on top of this, I'm going to take some of this shredded cheese. I just have Colby Jack here, which is, I think, plenty good, but if you prefer something else, you can always substitute it with Gruyere or any other type of cheese that you would like. I'm going to spread that all over the top of this. And then kind of just mix that in a little bit as well if you can. And then from here, we're just going to take our dish, and you're going to want to move this over to your preheated 350 degree oven. And we're just going to slide that in here. And you're going to let this go. It only needs to be in there for maybe 30 minutes or so. But I would periodically check on it at about 25 to 30 minutes, and you just want your eggs to set on those. You don't want them to be too jiggly or anything like that. Once they come out, you'll want to let it set aside for maybe 5 to 10 minutes before serving, just so you don't burn anybody's mouth. It's the last thing you want to do on the holidays, so no one can taste your good food. So through the magic of movies and everything, I already have some done and plated up. So this should be, you should be able to serve a good amount to your family here, about 10 to 12 servings. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of these scallions that I cut up already, just a top plate on the top. And that's all she wrote. That is your corned beef hash casserole. Happy holidays. Hope you guys have a good one.